بيقدم ماكافوي أكتر من 20 شخصية مختلفة في فيلمه الجديد كلاس، واللي بيعتبر الجزء الثاني لأفلام سبليت وأنبريكابل، واللي قدمهم بروس ويلس وماكافوي قبل كده. الفيلم بيشارك ببطولته سارة بولسون وساميون إل جاكسون، واللي عملوا مجهود ذهني كبير عشان يطلع بالصورة دي.
David Dunn, the only person to survive that train wreck all those years ago. What do?
I'm in security.
In my head, the number 3 is a thing. I think it has some kind of rhythm. We'd have to really analyze why we do things in threes all the time, why that feels satisfying. Maybe it's, a 3 acts or whatever it is, but it's probably like a setup, and then there's the conflict and then the resolution. Maybe it just falls in that way, or it's easier for us to break a thing into 3 parts and as opposed to 5 or something like that. So it always just went like that. But there were 3 characters, so it felt natural that the first one was David, the second one was Kevin, and the third one was Elijah, even though they're each in the other movies.
2 of us for sure. There's definitely some form of closure in terms of who they are, where they've been, and what's happening in their lives. Because we left them kind of hanging, and James's character is quite extraordinary and fun to watch. You get a few more characters than you got in Split. I think there were like 12 or 13. Now it's 20, so it's kind of great.
Yeah, it was hard enough doing 9 in Split, but when I read the script for Glass and saw that there was 23. It's 20 in the final film, but there was 23 in the original script. I did phone Knight immediately and go like, "Are you certain that I really need to do this?" And he was like, "Yes, I am." I was like, "All right, well, let's do it then." It was daunting.
I have no question. There are 24 identities
I'm Mary Reynolds. Por favor, señora. We almost got you, bro.
that live in that body with you.
The beast is coming any minute now for you guys.
But what I am questioning is your belief that you are something more than human.
Just an honor of my career to direct him in that role, to write something that challenging, where it's like an 11 out of 10 on a difficulty scale, and to find the exact right person who's so fearless and has such craft, and specificity. I'm big on the specificity of actors, that they bring his anger, not your anger and not a anger, but his anger, the character's anger, and so there's limitations to that, and he just inherently understands the philosophy of what I'm talking about, that it's a very specific thing.
May I meet the beast?
I hope for your sake that he likes you.
That sounds like the bad guys teaming up. A lot of people are going to die.
Don't do this.
Are you ready?
جيمس ماكافوي بطل الفيلم بذل مجهود كبير علشان يقدر يجسد أكتر من شخصية، وتكون الفروق بينهم واضحة.
I hired a Viking with a big beard who was very, very clever and knowledgeable and experienced at getting people big, and he made me eat a ton of food, a lot of carbs, a lot of protein, but more carbs than I thought I'd ever eat in my life, and working out 5-6 times a week, lifting a lot of weights, pushing a lot of weights, pulling a lot of weights, doing a bit of active recovery, sometimes working out twice a day, but not that often. It was actually really interesting and fun to do something that different and extreme with my body that I'd never done before, and I'm nearly 40. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'll do that again. So it was cool. When we started filming Glass, and I still had to work out in the morning, it became a bit onerous then, and that was tough, because then I'd have to work out all through the day. If I'm playing the beast, you got to be pumped up and all that. It was I remember being a bit over it a couple of times, but it was good, and I needed to do it because the beast, he's not called the beast for nothing. You had to back it up. I had to back up that name with a little bit of aesthetic as well.